What's up? Thought I'd throw a little bit out there, kind of give a little bit of insight here. Hold up, let me. Shit, it's humid here. We got South Dakota Midwest weather, so it's humid. Let me shut that off. It's a little bit better. So, thought share a little bit of, I guess, mod action. The thing of it is when you have a plotter or a vinyl cutter, there's so many different things that you can do that you can customize. You can use your imagination. That I've been doing this for several years. You can do so many cool things with it. One of these mods that I do with the vinyl that I just recently I implemented on there's another Impala out there. I don't know if I can zoom in with the camera there. That's a O2 I picked up for $100. Been working on it for about a month and a half. It was a base model. That was funny. The base model, as you know, is 3/4 car. There's just the car is just neat. I've done so many different things on it. It's ridiculous. I mean, the graphics. I mean, the repairs, the brake. I mean, just you name it. The mechanical aspect, the overall appearance of the car. Bought some stuff off eBay, personalized it, restored certain things on the car. Had set of 17-inch Mazda wheels I threw on it. But getting back to what I wanted to share was this is my daily that I've had for 2 years, I think. I picked it up for somewhat cheap, not really cheap, I guess. There. I've done different things. I did the quad mod, which, in my opinion, that's a mod that, if done correctly, looks really good. This one was my first one. The only thing that I did wrong, in my opinion, on these is when you basically dye or stain the lens with transparent red paint to get rid of the backup light, because the backup light get relocated to the side of the plate. I've seen that over and over. But the mod itself, is it is fairly difficult in the sense that if you don't have any kind of like fabrication skills or mechanical skills and in that nature, there's nowhere near plug and play. I posted the silver quad mod on the group, and there was this one guy on there laughing about it, and that's so simple. What is so hard about going to the junkyard and getting the proper sockets and wiring them in? Tried educating him. He has no clue. It's pretty simple. If you think it's that simple, then you better try to give it a shot, and you'll notice that it's not. The socket that is in here originally, when you cut that out, it's so shallow. It takes a T10 fixture. The lights, the light that spins in has the two lock deals, and it's a 2-wire. Even if you found a 2-function T10 bulb that would deliver brake and signal along with running lights, it would still look not that good because, well, and then the argument was, well, I just get a red bulb and then everything's fixed. Well, I go a step further, because we know that this circle in the center is white from the backup lights. Well, I did a lot of research on this. I knew what I wanted to see, and there again, not tooting my own horn, but the way I do it is, in my opinion, the way that looks legit and is correct. I mean, granted, this one here doesn't look as good as the silver one, but essentially what you have to do is the bucket that's in there won't even reflect the whole reflector as far as. So what you have to do is you have to cut that whole thing out, and then basically get another set of lights and cut them up and rob the bucket, and then that in theory it matches these tails because that it's a full bucket. Then you have the full reflector, the full reflective characteristics of the sapphire that you do chrome paint with. That's behind that. Then it looks legit because then they match. So I thought I'd let me find my stuff here. Don't typically like doing videos of this nature when I'm looking for stuff. Obviously, I've misplaced my primer. That's great. Oh, for crying out loud. Come on. So stupid. I'm dripping sweat right now. Oh, not in there. Goddamn. Fuck. What the fuck? Oh, God. Getting pissed. Oh, look. Sitting right up there. Sorry about all that. Not professional. But I'm not looking to do professional. I'm looking to do real world. So, essentially what happens is I have this kit that I cut. You can't see it. Oh, jeez. There, impalas, emblems, decals. I cut the circles, and then I cut the side decals for, they're a little smaller. So I peel those decals off, and then that's your mask, okay? So if you can imagine, I've already prepped this. Excuse me. Whoop. So I'll let that flash off. So as you can probably imagine, what ends up happening is it's a SS clone in a sense. Okay, so I hate the freaking light difference here. There. So you have an SS clone. Took me a while to figure out what I wanted to need. I had a blacked out panel with the quad mod. Then I did that impala out there, the silver one, and I realized, like, that looks really good. So I think I'm gonna, that's kind of my deal. I think I set up. This probably won't be the last mod. I think I've got several parts. Probably what I'll do is I'll do a mod, the center panel, and sell them on eBay. Maybe, possibly later down the road. I have like 3 or 4 in the shed that I can cut up. The thing of it is you have to buy the taillights. So you have to hopefully try to get those cheap. The last few that I've gotten, it's been on cars that have been junked. I basically were free, so I grabbed the taillights because I know I can use them. So that being said, even if I did all the work and the labor and did the buckets for a spinning 3057 bulb that would be wired in, you have brown, which is your running lights, and then obviously black, which is ground, and then you have your yellow and green for signals. You pull down the carpet, and then there's a spot wire harness. Basically, you pull it out and there's plenty to work with. You basically splice it and start matching colors up and wrap them all up, and do solder and shrink, heat shrink, do whatever you want. Hook them up, done deal. Then that's plug and play as far as the quad mod's concerned. But then I sell a kit on eBay right now, which is all the decals to get these masks, the masks done. You know, as you've seen over on that tail light, that's the last piece of the puzzle. I already did this one here tonight, and I did the center panel about an hour ago as far as the color is concerned. But now, granted, I didn't use that grade of paint. I generally would use a spray gun with you know, the right products, but given the mod and the nature of the car, it's really not necessary, just because the car is, it ain't worth anything, in retrospect. So, it's just the car that I drive. I just enjoy playing around with the stuff. So, yeah, I just thought I'd share that mod, the internal things that that are involved in that. I probably should do a video on the actual center panel mod, but apparently there's a few guys on these groups that think it's simple. Well, I'm here to tell you, if you think that, you go right ahead and try it, because I'm telling you, it ain't simple. It's not plug and play. If you think it looks good after your simple mod, even if you could possibly get it to work, it looks stupid, in my opinion. Like I said, I put a lot of brain work and thought into this, and I think I've achieved it. This one here, like I said, isn't the greatest, but I'm kind of going backwards and correcting the stuff that I messed up or that I don't like now. So, hopefully it was a video that maybe inspire you to do the mod. Thanks.